Okay, here's a quick little review. I'm not even sure if I've shown all these figures, but here's Rebel Commando. Looks like multi-language pill. Boba Fett sticker's good. It's VC26. You'd be kind of a fool to be paying the prices that I sort of did from before, because you can get all these now. Return of the Jedi. Mind you, I wanted the TVC 1.0, but you know what? I mean, I'm sure Nikto is going to be taking a real dive in price as far as the market. I love this card back. I think everything is almost perfect on here, except for mixing the prequel stuff in there and some of the expanded universe and putting a Darth Maul sticker on the Return of the Jedi card. It really should have just been clean. Or, you know, and that's one of the things, they should have separated the lines. But we know the reason why they didn't, because a lot of people that would have collected these would not have been buying a lot of the prequel stuff, because they just were not that big on those films. They've grown a little bit just because of the current Star Wars media has helped elevate them and probably brought in some misplaced nostalgia amongst fans, you know, to a certain extent. I don't mind them. The prequels, it's just, anyways. But here's a European card, VC21. And here was a Wicked. I'm pretty sure I've shown this one before, but it's such a beautiful card back. You know, how could I not show it again? VC27. I wouldn't mind. I do have a stickered version of this, and I do have the 2020 version also. But, like, I feel like I'm starting to become like Nick from Only One Kenobi there, that does, you know, variants. Like, geez, I'm starting to... And sometimes when I see these, like, the nostalgia kicks in, and I just want to buy more of these. Like, I wouldn't mind buying like 5 or 6 packs of these, and just, you know, when I get my collection room, and just have it sort of almost like a store. But this was really nice. Got a good deal on this. That's about the most wear that it's had. I could probably toy Palloy all of this if I wanted to, just with a marker. I think it's probably a C8-5 condition, I think. There's really no, I think that's probably the most amount of a bend there. I did open this just to make sure that's actually in there, a bit of tear there. But anyways, that's not for grading. And eventually I'll do some grading. But anyways, for the price that that I paid, you know, you got a lot of the new re-releases, which you're probably going to get, if not a slightly better figure. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to get unpunched. The hang tabs, I think, were done better back then, but not as good for retail, because, you know, when you're putting it on it gives more room, and then they would, you know, they would put this plastic piece, which you think would be enough, but I don't know. I guess card backs were getting damaged, you know, so it's more retard proof for Walmart employees, I guess, that probably don't really care, aren't being paid to care, or don't have pride in their jobs. Not knocking anybody that works at Walmart, because I'm sure there are a lot of people that do, but it is what it is, right? Different times. Sometimes that's, but I like going for the hunt. But anyways, instead of, you're not really totally keen on, if you want to stretch your money out, I mean, for the price of this, you could get like a wave and a half at least. You know, 60, 175. Then you had whatever, this was like $100 because it was the Euro card. This was up there too. So, you know, you could probably buy like 2 waves and a vehicle, you know, and you can get all these. And I'm sure the Gamorrean Guard is coming again, because it's such a great figure. I mean, look how good that is. This was, when the hell did this come out? 2012, Lucasfilm right there. Yeah, so, or 2011. You know, so it was probably produced around, you know, they designed it 2009, 2010. Usually they're designing them 2 or 3 years before they hit the shelves. Wicked, you know, that's pretty awesome too. You know, it's, hey man, just look at this figure compared to the old one. I mean, it's great how they do these with the bubble, but to be quite honest with you, like, I don't need a big bubble. I prefer it to actually be a lot smaller and just, you know, put the accessories behind. But it is nice how they're showing them anyways. But Anyway, so yeah, all these will be out again, and yeah, obviously I did on the Black Series. They're doing these card backs. I mean, here's a real interesting one. Is the 40th Black Series line going to get closer to finishing the original 96 than the Vintage Collection? You know, because one thing that's interesting, like say you get this one, right? It's got a sticker on there that doesn't belong. And then you have a bunch of figures that were never a part of the original trilogy, theatrical releases back from 78 to 85, like this prequel stuff that's on the card backs. That's not on the 40th anniversary Black Series. Something to consider. I guarantee you a lot of guys on both sides of the aisle don't even look at that. For me, it is a lot about the card. The card back is absolutely key, but it's also getting a highly quality figure like that. I mean, you can't complain, right? So anyways, I do need to get some more of those Wickets. Probably need to get that ATST 2-pack. I'm sure they'll re-release it. I am trying to complete most of the TVC 1.0. So I'm going to keep going on with that quest, and we'll see where it goes. But I'm happy in some ways because I think the price on these figures is starting to come back to reality. I'm seeing all kinds of TVC stuff dropping down like 20-30%. The economic factors are really coming in, and I think it's going to continue that way. I just saw I did the rant yesterday on the Yoda figure there. You know, it was unpunched, sold in Norway. It was going for like 50% reduction in price. So, you know, compared to what the market was just 2 months ago. So, and I think Europe's going to start getting hit. They're going to get hit a couple more harder waves of economic factors. They're going to smack in there, and Canada's starting to feel it. And I think the last domino that's going to feel a bit of the recession is going to be the U.S. And I think also another thing, a major cool off is coming because people are the lockdowns aren't happening right now, and so they can go out, they can spend money on vacations. A lot of people bought their collections, and I'm also noticing a lot of people are dumping their collections just in the last couple of weeks in Facebook in my general area. So, within about a 500 or 1,000 kilometer radius. So it's, you can see it in Canada, it's starting to hit. And so you can probably pick up a lot more figures if you're patient. And I think that's the key is patience, definitely. But anyways, there it is. Cheers. Goodbye.